nice. Like in the car with the teacher, like I don't know. It takes maybe 2 weeks, but it can be like faster than that. It depends on the company. It can take maybe 3 weeks, even like 2 days a week. I'm not so sure. I can't remember because I took it when I was 18. It's been 8 years.
Okay, we're in Schiedam, and it's known for the tallest windmills in whole Netherlands. The second thing is very known here is Kettle One Genever. This production of gin was one of the most known gin production in whole Europe. There is even Matisse's picture called Schiedam. It was just a name for gin in Europe 100 years ago.
Thank you.
Wow, it's so high up here.
Yeah, cool, huh?
Was this really your granddad's mill?
Uh-huh.
Wasn't he afraid of heights?
My granddad? No, a miller needs a good head for heights. Especially if they are the miller of one of Schiedam's giants.
Giants?
Well, that's what we call our mills. They are the tallest mills in the world. The mills had to rise above the houses of the town to catch the wind. There are 7 mills left today, but there were once close to 20 mills in Schiedam.
20? That's a lot. Where were they? And why were there so many?
Well, there were so many because of the jenever. 400 years ago, Schiedam was only a small town. There were 3 wooden windmills that milled flour for the bakers to bake bread. But around 1600, the demand for jenever went up, and so did the number of roasting houses and distilleries in Schiedam. The mills started milling for the jenever roasters. Before long, they needed more mills. We call them malt mills. Those malt mills were built on the outskirts of the town so that they could catch the wind from all sides. The sails of the mills would rise above the houses, of course. The corn, the rye, and the malt had to be taken to the mills, and from the mills onto the bakers, the malt houses, and the roasting houses. Around that time, almost all of Schiedam depended on the jenever industry.
Ew, the filthy smoke!
Yeah, the town grew rich and dirty too. The roasting houses were stoked with brown and pit coal. Thick black clouds of soot hung over the town. The workers and their large families lived in one room, and they had to work very hard for very little money.
Did your granddad have to work that hard too? And did he have to work all by himself?
Well, my granddad had to work hard, but luckily, he had help. So, there's always a lot to do in a mill. The grain is delivered and must be stored in the hoppers. The millstones must be dressed. The grain is milled, collected and bagged up. And of course, the sails must be set properly to the wind. In the old days, they needed up to 8 people for the job. Now they can do it with less.
But there is only one boss, the miller.
That's right.
Watch out, Kitty. It's dangerous up here.
Yeah, especially when there's a storm, as the mill can start spinning too fast and the sail arm may break off.
The sail arm, like on a boat.
No, that thing up there. There would sometimes be a fire because of lightning, hard storms, or even arson. That mill over there, the Valfish, burned down twice, and the fire brigade worked for days to put it out.
And no one died in the fire.
No one. But the miller's cat, they couldn't find it anywhere. Don't worry about it. Luckily, the firemen found it the next morning, alive and kicking.
Wait a minute.
You know, in the end, the mills were used less and less. By the turn of the 20th century, life in Schiedam revolved around the jenever industry. But because of the steam engines, the diesel engines, and electricity, we no longer needed the wind. One by one, almost all of the mills disappeared from the scene.
How come there are still some mills left today?
people of Schiedam made sure that the mills were restored and ready to turn again.
Yes, mills need to keep turning. That's what you always say.
That's right. Or they'll fall into decline. Luckily, in the 60s, people realised that a new generation would have to learn the trade from the old millers like my granddad. And that's why there are 7 mills left in Schiedam. This one to Vrijheid, and over there, to Noord, to Palmboom and to Kameel. The Drie Kornblumen and de Waalfish, which has been turned into a museum and a shop. They've even built a whole new mill, to Nolet. And they still mill flour for bread and malt flour for your neighbour like they did in the old days. Without these giants, Schiedam wouldn't be the same.